Hello manga and anime lovers, I'm Branch, and today I'm going to be talking about You're a Miss Servant, episode 10. Man, this episode was basically just all the romance of the entire series condensed into 24 minutes. And I won't say I dislike it, because I actually do. It just was a little bit fast, I think, although we have been building on it gradually throughout the season, and now I guess it's going to finally come to the forefront. Now that Yuki has settled into her life and has made friends and has become a normal person, or at least so much as she sees it, she can finally start to focus on Hitoyoshi and their relationship and how they want it to go. And it is a really unique problem because of the way Yuki is so out of the water in her environment. Like Hitoyoshi said, she's kind of like a toddler in an adult's body, or at least the size that he sees of her. And so it's very difficult for Hitoyoshi to think of her as a romantic partner, even though he is very, very deeply in love with her now, as evidenced by literally every reaction he has to her ever in this episode and in a couple other episodes before this. Now, that is not much of a surprise. It was kind of obvious, but it's nice that it's got some focus now, and Hitoyoshi got to put a lot of his feelings into words when talking with his sister. But what really caught me off guard is that I guess Yuki likes him too, even though that has not been too much focused on, a little bit here and there. But Yuki is so much of a fish out of water that any emotion she has can be mistaken for something else. So to see her putting her all into, I mean, she's not exactly going after him, but she is trying to progress their relationship in the way that she feels fit. Like, she's no longer the person in the first couple of episodes that was always putting herself down and didn't have any confidence. Now she believes in her own self-worth, or at least the worth she has to Hitoyoshi. Like, even when Rika tricks, quote-unquote, Hitoyoshi into going on a date with Yuki on, what was it, Christmas Eve, I think, or Christmas night? It wasn't actually needed, because unlike before, Yuki knows kind of what she's doing. Like, she doesn't understand what Rika's goal is, but she does understand that what she's doing is to make Hitoyoshi feel better, because to transition into the undertone of this episode, there is a lot of drama coming on because we are probably going to wind up meeting Hitoyoshi's parents. And as anyone who's watched the series knows, Hitoyoshi's parents are basically the root of all of his insecurities and vulnerabilities. Now, it's interesting that Rika does not feel that way, but I guess we'll see more when we actually see the parents. Because I was wondering, is he in contact with both of them or not? It appears like he is, kind of, more or less, but he doesn't really have contact with his mother, and he really doesn't like his father, so I'm just super curious on what in the world is going on there. Some other nice details in the episode is Grace being one of the most useful characters in the show, as she's flying overseas, or was it overseas? No, yeah, she's going to China to try and find information on Yuki's sister. And also just stirring up a whole lot of conflict in between everyone, just for the heck of it. And while I don't have much to say on Naka this episode, I guess she's a ninja? That wasn't really clearly stated, even though in hindsight it's fairly obvious because of the things she did, but okay, I guess that's a thing now. I mean, I wasn't discounting it, but I think it would have made a lot more sense if they were like a ninja clan of assassins, which, well, I guess that's technically what ninjas are, but it's not the things that I was thinking. And of course, Rika taking over Grace's spot once again while she's not here by making Hitoyoshi suffer through the Do They Love You quiz, and doing it to Yuki in front of him is just, it's something else, I gotta tell you. It's something else. And that being said, that's all I have to say for this episode. Another pretty good one, and we've only have a couple more to the end of the season. So I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.